So, it's been a while, everyone, including you, my esteemed guests, Zerfall and Mysterious JG. Or should I have allowed you to say your own names?
You said the line though. I'm just excited. The classic.
Oh, I don't even remember which one it is. I thought my only line was the one where I end. Anyhow, you guys can see everything that I'm doing now, right?
I believe so. Well,
Okay.
Am I supposed to be looking at a webcam?
You guys can see everything I'm doing, right?
If you want to see everything that I'm doing, tune into Bobo Premium. Oh, there's
If
some
you
kind of
want to see
earthquake going on, and the disc and the chat looks normal, but yeah, the screen was shaking around in the Discord chat.
If you want to see everything that I'm doing, get a Windows 98 plugin that makes me slowly appear at the corner of the screen. No better way to start out a chat than, or to start out a stream than with jokes for only the people that were already pre-setting up in Discord.
Meanwhile, Araruru is making a joke about how not even I can do my own introduction, whereas only a few scant weeks ago, I was flashing back to Grimmeth yelling at both of us for introing every video, and he's like, "I know who you are. This is episode 800."
But how do we know you're not on a sick day if you don't say that you're there? You got to take attendance, right?
Yeah, basically, that's how I look at it.
Also,
Candyland Shoots and Ladders original memory game.
Yes, this is Candyland Shoots and Ladders in the original memory game for the Game Boy Advance, a title that I picked up on a break from the maternity ward at the birth of Vulture BB. So,
because I know that it's Vulture Bronco and Vulture BB, but similar to my lovely little nephew who doesn't refer to himself as Bronco, but for all intents and purposes, I was talking to him and he was telling me that his name was like, it's Bronco Vulture, because he used his real first name and his real last name.
Yes.
And I was like, and what's your little brother's name? And he said, BB. And I was like, well, you know that his name is actually BB Vulture. And he's like, no, I'm Bronco Vulture. He's just BB.
yes.
But I bring that up because for me, like, Bronco Vulture is a great name, but BB is just BB. It's a standalone. It's BB.
Alright, so the original memory game is a trademark, whereas Candyland and Shoots and Ladders are registered trademarks. So this is very important for people to bear in mind. It's also probably very important for people to bear in mind to let me know if there's anything wrong with the audio. Let's press start. We haven't done a vote yet on whether or not anybody wants to particularly play Candyland, Shoots and Ladders, or memory game. All three, or what order?
I mean, you got to do them just in the order they present them. That says the game was meant to be played, right?
Before we invent the down button.
I feel like we should. I feel like, especially if it gets to be like 3 or 4 in the morning, we're likely to unlock a new mode in Candyland we didn't know existed, as happened with Beauty and the Beast.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I am more interested in Candyland than in the other 2 games, and I have no preconceptions about how long we'll be streaming. So I would suggest we do some Candyland just to make sure that we capture the full grandeur of that game.
That's weird. I have to hit the select button to move from select game to the menu of these items.
That's how you know it's going to be a high quality title.
Press start. Alright, select number of players. We have 3 players. Player 1 is a human. And I guess I will be Bobo. Bobo, should I be Bluebo? Or I'll go ahead and be blue. And player 2 is going to be human. Mysterious JG, Zerf. Do you guys want to fight over who's going to be number 2?
I want to be green, although I'm not that that one racist frog, which I guess is a thing, but I still would like to be green.
That's only in the U.S. Outside of the U.S., the frog isn't racist still. People use it as a meme.
It's only Oh, so you're saying only American frogs are racist? I hear what you're saying. That's nationist.
All right, well, there you go. You're Pepe. As character
I'll be red.
You're gonna be red. So, sorry, fans of yellow.
Now, and just from a rules point of view, the rules obviously aren't the exact same in the computer version of Candyland, but the youngest person's supposed to go first.
Oh, well, we'll find out what happens here. I think probably I will go first.
I don't think it's gonna ask our ages.
Yeah, player one
Yeah.
begin.
I think we were responsible for figuring that out.
Now, the question is, how do I begin? Where do I begin? I drew a green
Is that
card.
a Native American kid in the bottom left, or is that like a non-Native American kid who's a little offensive in their style of dress?
Oh, this is fascinating. I could just move
You
up and
have to
down.
decide?
I have to decide whether or not I'm going to go to a green spot.
Does it let you go past it?
It does.
Oh, what happens if you try? You gotta try to cheat.
Okay.
You begin to begin.
I selected the wrong.
So
Wrong Solor. All right.
I mean, you're lucky they didn't punish you somehow, but I guess it's just meant to help kids.
All right, player two. I'm going to begin. I'm going to hit a button to select a card. That is a purple one.
Oh,
that means
You're
you
so
got to
bad
go.
at this game.
no, I want to go on the other side of the bridge. That's purple.
You gotta go to the first purple.
Well, no, that's true. It said I selected the wrong color. What happens if you select the right color from the wrong place? This game is
mixed messages.
This game
This game
is
is-
so poorly programmed.
This game is really okay. So purple isn't purple, huh? Thanks, game. Now I don't understand how colors work anymore because this game has decreased my knowledge.
Okay. we're
Oh,
gonna be
now you
shares.
guys gonna have a
Oh,
battle?
this means
Are
we
you
have
gonna
to fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, I apologize to anybody watching on the stream. I have not played Candyland probably in, let's say, 35 to 40 years. So
You're gonna
I'm
have
not
to. So
entirely
you can
certain.
choose. One of you will have to go first, and you can attack, magic, or strike, and the other one will then either defend, parry, or whatever your anti-magic defense is.
I thought it was going to be like you could advance or what is it?
I know what you're trying to. I know the reference you're trying to make.
Yeah. Okay, well help me out here.
I think it's you can acquire or yeah, it's like whatever the fucking Ferengi game was.
Yeah. Oh, Dabo. Well, I mean, because we're both there. That's a
Dabo was roulette. They had a card game too, but anyway, yes, it's.
Well, I know those.
I'm already calling bullshit on this game. Look at this. Everybody is instantly 3 or 4 times as far along as I am. the very moment we begin this game,
I'm
it's
the
like
guy who can only draw green cards. So
you
I'm in the
are
country.
one-
I'm in the country, totally okay.
You are the
On
one
the
who
same
knocked.
color nonstop is actually pretty good.
Well, yeah, because they
They
They're
follow
really
the
far
same pattern
apart,
all
yeah.
the time. Oh yeah. Oh, everybody else gets good stuff.
I don't even know what this means. What does this mean?
You visit Lolly.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for that. What does
Okay,
that
Tell you
mean?
where
I'm
Lolly
not-
is. She's
I
halfway
have-
across the freaking map.
I have
Oh,
no control
holy
over.
shit, dude. Yeah.
I have no
Thank you,
control over
Lolly.
that. I could not move you across, like, to leap off of the
I'm in
board the way
space.
that you did. All right.
I better get the cinnamon bun. Ah, that's pretty good too.
You get a double yellow, which I'm gonna guess means you go past one yellow to the next
You
yellow.
go past one yellow. The interesting thing is, this game, once you've played it with your kids a lot, they're like, hey, once your kids learned how to play the game, if you want to play a more complicated but faster version, just let everyone take 2 cards and then pick the one that's best. And you're like, this set of the rules is made so the parents can be like, we're done in like 5 minutes and I don't have to go.
And it's like, okay, we can play Candyland once before you gotta go to bed, and I don't want to be up for like 4 hours. Well, you get to land in that beaver tail that's made of candy.
And you never end up going backwards, because that's the thing that can happen. You get right near the end and then get the gumdrop and have to go all the way back to gumdrop zone.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you could, like you can never go backwards until I don't know. There's like a bomb at the end or something.
Lil Zerfina specifically got really mad one time because I got the thing that brings you really close to the end, and I was like, the game's not over yet. And she was just like, this game's dumb. Well, she didn't use those words, but she was acting like she thought the game was dumb.
This is red? It's not red? Red? That's...
It must
is
be
that
orange.
It must be orange. Okay.
What? I only moved 2 spaces. I was supposed to... No. Wait, never mind. Lolly really helped me out. My friendship with Lolly is paying dividends here.
Lolly, hope.
Oh, yes.
Oh boy, double purples. You're going into this weird adventurer guy's foot.
Well, you gotta watch out for this guy. He's the licorice dude. If you land on a licorice space, you lose a turn.
Oh, the licorice dude.
Because nobody likes... Even Candyland knows that licorice is terrible.
Yeah, I mean, they got a point.
Is this one of these ones that was different in England? Because, like, everybody, you know, like, all the games in England are different, like Cluedo, and we will eventually get to Snakes and Ladders.
Well, Shoots and Ladders was like Snakes and Ladders, I guess. Yeah. And I assumed that whatever Candyland was, it was somehow, like, anti-Welsh, or it's like really offensive to the Irish or the Scots or something.
One day we'll get a red card and you'll be like, oh, that's the difference.
Yeah.
It's called Candyland was originally called Anti-Papist Land, and it was a series of themed characters who, you know, told you how dangerous Catholics are.
All right, JG. Visualize the
pick a
color
card,
that you want
yeah.
in your
You have to
mind.
send your thoughts and prayers towards the deck.
Focus on the heart of. Okay, now I can't believe that this is red. There's some
No, it's
older woman
too more.
thrusting as she skates or something. Nope, that is.
Yeah, it's two further along. It's the one between blue and green. That is orange.
Yes.
Yeah. Welcome back, my friends, to the show, Candyland Beyond the Pale. Automod held a message for reasons: race, ethnicity, or religion. Somebody's in there playing along with the classic English anti-Catholic land in the chat.
Okay, so Zerf, we're gonna pull a card here.
Oh, this didn't work out too well for me. What's the deal with orange? Hey,
What's the deal with orange?
It's the
have you guys
color
ever
of
played Candyland?
it's the color of William of Orange. He was invited.
There's like 45 orange cards in there.
He was invited to marry Mary and come over and be the Catholic monarch or Protestant monarch.
Yes, that's getting some. Ooh, I got double greens, which is like the worst double card I could have gotten right now, but that's okay. I'm not bitter because it's candy. It's all sweet. All right, here, JG, clear cheater in the game of Candyland. Let's see what card you pull. All right, you're pressing the button.
I'm pressing the button with my mind.
All right, this is the greatest challenge of all for me, figuring out the difference between yellow, orange, and red on this
That one,
palette.
it's like I seem to have this. Perhaps the color on the stream is better than the color on your monitor because I'm not having that much trouble.
I wouldn't mind yellow right now.
You wouldn't mind yellow? Too bad. You got the blues. By which I mean plural
only 2 spaces
blues.
less good than
Yeah, I see Bonobo. I was in the middle of conquering, taking cities from Li Jui, and Bobo was actually leading the attack on an enemy army, and then other Bobo showed up and was like, "Hey man, you want to play Candyland?" I know that we got to take over the city for the glory of Yuan Shu, but yeah, we got some Candyland to play. And alternate reality mustache Surfall was like, "I'm in."
Hey, I like the real strategies, you know.
I was like, I know we're sacking this city, but we need to brush up on our strategy. Could you teach me to play Candyland/Go?
That's right. Guan Yu showed his toughness. He was his terribly injured arm was being his tendon in his arms were being sewn back together by a doctor, and he calmly played Candyland with his free hand. What bullshit? I can't
Just
believe this.
got
This
to
is so
default
bad.
space.
Game's totally
wait till
rigged
we get
against
to-
me.
You get 2 spaces away from the end, and you pull another warp card to go all the way back to visit.
Yeah, I'm
Lolly
waiting for
again.
these. I'm waiting for these warples because really need one of
Yeah,
those. for
no,
Valor.
I'm totally cool with Lolly right now, but I mean, you know, she's better
Although
not
later
be calling me back.
you may be calling her Lolly Ho.
Yeah, I was like, visit
Visit
Jolly.
Oh no, such a
Go
such a
back to one
setback.
space. Well, that's one of the backwards ones off the table, I guess.
Yeah.
Here, you Jolly. That's a really good draw right there. Unless that's
Well,
a
okay.
molasses.
Let's take a quick look and see how far we would have to go to get to where you are.
I'm
Just checking.
Yeah, you got
'Cause
the
I'm
second-
not
the
that
third
familiar
best,
with the map. Okay, so it'd
Oh,
have to
that was a really good card for me to get when I got it.
It was an S tier card.
Yes,
It's only-
that
it's
was
only
the
8
blue
cards.
eyes white dragon right there. I was able to draw that card using my Millennium Eye. Ooh, oh boy.
Alright, so I think this is where I actually got.
Yes.
Oh, good.
And what do you when you say molasses spaces? Are those the ones with little like crossed things that look like Twizzlers?
It's no, those are licorice.
Oh.
And they're licorice lagoon, and the licorice lagoon slows you down.
You know, I think my graphics card probably is smoking. Like it's taking a smoke break right now. Oh man, this is. I'm sorry, JG. You really are having some rotten luck with these last couple of draws.
It's
The thing
trying
about
to
the thing
add
about
a little
Candyland
bit
is
of,
it's this sweet little game for children, but and I was kind of joking that on the first turn I was behind, but yeah, it does very quickly turn desperately unfair.
it's
And I think that's an
entirely RNG. This is why you
lesson
gotta
to
do the double
teach
card pull.
children.
Yeah.
Things are desperately unfair in the world.
Well, so
Yeah.
so the last time I was home, it was me and whom even I now think of as now Grandpa and Grandma because I'm used to
Yeah,
my
Papa
nieces
and
and nephews calling that.
Yep.
Papa and Grandma. And our niece, whom I'm going to start referring to online as Snuffle Oreo 2, was she wanted to play this game.
Okay.
It's like apples and something or other. She really, really, really wanted to play it.
Oh, apples to apples.
Apples to apples, yeah. And I was kind of having fun, and I was trying to sort of find little ways to help her win without cheating. Because the nature of the game is you sort of... A question is asked, and people have different cards they can use to answer, and then somebody... Like, when it's your turn, you can kind of give points to another player and not yourself. It's without explaining the whole thing. I was trying to sort of help her out a little, but not
if I
really
may,
openly.
JG, it is
Any-
the
turn?
all ages version of Cards Against Humanity. For
Okay,
those
yeah.
who are, yes.
It's all ages Cards Against Humanity, and I was kind of trying to help her win, but basically I won. She was so angry, and she really pushed for us to play this game, and she was like furious. She's also like 6, but at the same time I was like, I felt terrible. and Papa wasn't helping at all because he was just like, I don't know, he wasn't really doing little things to make her feel better about it, like talk her down.
I thought he was like slapping his knee and saying, "You whooped her, and you whooped her good."
Not quite, but yeah, kind of closer to that than maybe he should have been. She was complaining I didn't win because I didn't get very good cards, and I wanted to say, Snuffle Oreo 2. There's very little skill involved in winning this game.
Visit
Mr. Mint.
I think that guy's near the beginning. Ah, no!
Alright. Well, at least I get back here. I haven't actually paid a visit to anybody so far. Let's see.
You're gonna get
Nobody wants you, Bobo. I'm sorry.
You're gonna pull peanut acres in a second. Right?
I'm glad I avoided that because, I might go into anaphylaxis if. Actually, I have no allergy, but there are people who know what to do. Let the kid play. All right. What do you?
Let
got
your kid
here?
play an easier game like Romance of the Three Kingdoms 12, am I right? Oh man, that game's so much easier than 10, 11, 13, or 14.
You know, we're dealing with some potty training issues in the house now with one of the children, and swinging around here, and that's a happy guy.
It's weird because there's different versions of this game. The one version we have has like a cinnamon bun that's like right next to the castle that you can just draw and be like, I'm gonna win.
I need to ask you at some point, Bobo. Like I'll be visiting in a few weeks. Should I talk excitedly about how much I'm looking forward to pooping anytime I'm going upstairs to the bathroom around Bronco?
I mean, you can if you want to, but
I'm not sure if that's helpful or not. You're like, oh man, after that breakfast, I'm still looking forward to when it's time to go poop because it's such a wonderful thing.
You don't want to go too far the other direction, though.
Yeah, that could have like long-term consequences.
You don't necessarily want to normalize having extensive discussions about these things.
Yes.
I got poo all out of me.
Poo, 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 no big deal.
I have definitely said poo, 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 no big deal to Bronco in an attempt to assuage him that it does not always hurt to go poo. Anyways, let's see
Well, that's bringing back fond memories of when I was on the anti-nausea meds for chemo.
Oh, you made it to the rainbow square.
Oh, this is the rainbow square?
Well, yeah, they make the very last one every color so that you don't have an excuse to say, no, you didn't get the right color.
Oh, there you go, JG. Does that mean he won? It sure does.
They
Yes,
just
I
ended?
did.
They just ended.
I could have easily gotten a warp ahead and then beat you to second place. This is BS.
Well, what's cool is I was just flashing back to like really unpleasant memories, and then I won Candyland, so now I feel much better about everything.
There you go. I'm glad that this has wiped away any memories
Wiped
of
away any bad
horrific
poo
illness
memories.
That, bad memories.
So
yeah.
you say poo poo poo, no big deal. I end up thinking like PPP, we are going to attack.
Yes.
But that's good playing.
That was something else I considered if I just ever had a random moment to just stream doing, was just going back and playing Bionic Commando again because, hey, I know I've already LP'd it, but it's a game I want to play. Leave me alone.
Well, you know, if you thought like
Leave
once
me alone,
every, like,
says the guy who then is going to publish the gameplay onto the internet.
But you know, if we ever do have time to just get like, hey, let's just over the course of like a 2-year period, 30 minutes at a time, play Bionic Commando Rearmed together on Steam, and eventually post it in 2026 when we've completed the whole thing.
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen,
Super Champion
now
of
and forever.
Candyland.
Now and forever, your final rankings in Candyland. Bringing up the rear, that's Surfall. Runner-up, first loser, Boa the Vulture, and your winner, the new Candyland champion, Mysterious GG.
Say, Zerf has this coming after that bullshit casino-based victory in Dokapon Kingdom. That was...
You can't lord that one over me because I helped you beat Uld in Stellaris.
Well, yeah, but that was what was best for everyone.
And clearly, this Candyland playthrough has been as long and arduous as either of those two experiences.
Yeah, I would say the outcomes of those 3 games were approximately equal and important. You know, time committed, etc.
All right. Well,
I won Kazuhiro Sama Desu because of Lolly. Lolly and I, our friendship, it paid dividends.
sorry, Kazuhiro Samadesu. You will have to take a look at Candyland when it goes onto YouTube. But for now, goodbye, YouTube.